Hey guys, Naomi here, and DIYs is what I do. So today I'm gonna be telling you guys all the things that I've learned throughout all my school years. I'm currently entering the 10th grade, and I thought it was time that I share with you the knowledge of basically entering into the school year. What I've learned is that sometimes when your school sends you home with a supply list, you don't use everything on that list. This is particularly true for middle school and high school. And this is because I've bought about 6 binders for 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, and 9th grade. That's 5 years. In 5 years, I bought about 6, 7, 8 binders. I don't know anymore. I've lost count. But those binders, I have never really used. Like, I don't need 2 or 3 binders for 1 year. And that is something I've learned for wasting my money for 5 years. But that's what I mean by don't buy all your school supplies, just buy the basic essentials, which brings me into my next tip, which is basically for the first day of school, all you really need to bring is something to write with. I recommend a pen and pencil just in case like there's a test or something, and then a folder so you can keep all your forms in there, slips, your schedule, whatever, and also some loose leaf or printer paper just so you can write down things. Or even if you want to be extra, you can bring a planner just in case they tell you a few dates that you need to keep in mind. And then you also need a water bottle, which is my next tip. I love bringing water bottles personally because I don't like to drink from the school water fountain. Just a little horror story: someone threw up in one of my school's water fountains, and that kind of deterred me from using water fountains for like forever now. But anyways, bring your own water bottle. I particularly like these insulated water bottles because they keep your water cold all day long. And then my next tip would be plan beforehand, especially on your first day of school. On my first day of school, I'm usually very stressed out, like, oh my god, it's the first day of school, when do I have to wake up, blah blah blah. Plan beforehand. That means planning your lunch, planning what clothes you're gonna wear that day, just so you're not freaking out 1 hour before you have to go to school. Also, if you're going to a new school, plan your route, just in case, like if you don't have access to a school bus or whatever. Plan your route. Make sure that you have enough time to get from your house to your school so you're not late that day. Just plan beforehand. Next, get a planner. I swear it will save your life. I'm one of those people who writes down everything in their planners. I like to, when I get my school calendar where they tell you all the dates of parent-teacher conferences, the breaks, when school's closed, I like to write that down in my planner. And then I also use the planner to write down all my homework because it gets annoying when you start asking your other classmates. I was one of those classmates that was asked basically every single day for whatever the homework was, and it gets annoying. Let me tell you that. It gets so annoying that actually on my personal Insta for a while, I started just posting the homework and sending it to the particular people that always ask me for the homework. It was crazy. And then my last tip would be put dividers in your binder. Instead of having like 7,000 little binders, get yourself one big one. I personally just have a 1-inch binder, and it fit all my papers. I actually used this for ELA and living in environment last year, and it fit all my papers just fine. And what I did was I used dividers, and I colored 4 of them red and 4 of them green just to split up the sections. And then you'll see this in my DIY video, but I actually made custom like title dividers or cover dividers, whatever, for ELA and for science. So I'm reusing these this year. I don't know what class I'm going to use a binder for yet, so that's why I have ELA, math, and science. If I have a new class, I'll probably make a new one inspired by that class too. But use dividers in your binder because you don't need 17,000 of these for individual classes, and that is if you can share a binder with different classes. It's a whole different story if you have to keep your binder in your class, but those are everything that I have on my mind that I have learned to make your school year easier, and I guess that's it. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!